time.
Okay, so Shan wins the roll, and he's the Heartless Summoning deck. I think that the Heartless Summoning deck will have the advantage for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's blue. Number 2,
shocking.
Like he can actually like. I mean, there's dorky decks that like actually care if somebody else Norns them, right? Like, oh no, all my Everson's Pilgrims, they're all dead, you know.
Alex,
but like it's just like just Doom Blades it. Like,
Alex is not playing any 1-drop.
No. I'm saying the opponent is swept, right? But
yes.
Yes, Judge, he does. Big Brother asked us if Alex has main deck time reinforcements, and according to our sheet, he has it. Yes.
So ponder for Shan. Hopefully we can see what he's thinking about. Oh, nope, not good enough. So he shuffles away the top 3. He might be looking for a land, which would be probably the only reason I think he would ship those away in such a fast manner. So,
or maybe they were all land, and he didn't want to land.
True.
I think you were right.
Well, no, he plays another one.
He doesn't have Mono League, does he?
No, does not. He's got Tragic Slip, Ponder, Go for the Throat, Black Sun Zenith, and Heartless Summoning as his non-creature spells.
So, is it gonna be nothing? It's a stone nothing. Nobody does anything in this game. I mean, he's got a Heartless Summoning. You should be able to cast like some sort of awesome thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, he could have easily powered out a Frost Titan or Worm Pearl Engine this turn. Even, like a Solemn Simulacrum would be pretty good here. I'd be happy with that.
He doesn't have any good instance, does he?
No, just removal. Tragic Slip and Go for the Throat.
Right now, Zishan's like, I wish I had a Solemn Simulacrum.
So Alex has a sad robot. Zishan does not. He draws for the turn.
All the lingo, like a sad robot, and he misses it up. His hand is. I'm sure now he's gripping like mono 7s.
Oh. Let's see. He's got a Haven Golich.
Oh no! I thought he passed. I'm sorry. What's he got? Come on. Here we go.
And
Golich.
There it is.
Can Alex remove that easily?
He's got Day of Judgment and Oblivion Ring. Alex takes a quick look at that spicy card.
Also, if you sign up for $10 draft number 4, please head to the red side of the
You think he's just gonna run his Solemn Simulacrum right into that Lich, draw a card?
He might.
I don't think so. I don't think he's.
He might be looking for something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoa! Just runs right in. All right. Against green and white lands, I think I just block there. Like the Inkmoth Nexus is a key off that he's playing some sort of a Wolf Run deck, right? Like you just don't randomly Inkmoth Nexus and green white aggro. You're more likely to see a Gavany Township.
Yeah. I mean, he's playing an Artifact and an Inkmoth Nexus, so he could be playing some weird Tempered Steel Gavany Township deck.
In round 7, he could still be doing that. I disagree.
You never know. Sometimes there's crazy stuff at the top tables, like mono green Eldrazi Monument and Queen decks. Never seen those before.
Deck was sweet.
That deck was sweet.
I mean, it wasn't sweet for very long, but for a while it was sweet.
Sure,
it was sweet.
Like for the 3 weeks it was there, it was sweet.
Ooh, Paralo Smear.
And pew.
This is like the scaredest.
It's just like machine gunning that mirror.
I like that.
And what? Just like
he's like a raver or something. You don't see our hand motions, but they were way cooler than what Zishan did.
They were pretty cool.
Now he's doing more hand motions.
So
I wish I knew how much life Alex was at. I can't count that high how much damage he took.
Yeah, I think he 2, 4. Yeah, he took 6 from the Peerless Mirrors alone. And he took out the Garrick.
Yeah.
And then he crashed in for bunches.
Mirror recurred four
times. Okay.
The you know what's funny to me about the Haven Goal Lich? Like, he never actually like does what he's. I think like they intended him to have like some cool Johnny effect. You know, like, well, this guy, he's gonna be a really cool Johnny card. He's gonna get all these abilities. No. His job is to spit
degenerate combo. Well, looks like the timely reinforcements came just in time.
Did he get any tokens? No. What?
They might not have just put him out on the battlefield just
Well, they both had one creature, right?
Oh, right, they did.
Yeah.
So, no tokens, but
mountain.
Life.
Just taps his deck. As a judge, how do you feel about that?
In the MTR, you're supposed to randomize your opponent's deck after they've shuffled due to an effect. I'm not a huge stickler about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to give somebody a penalty or anything for it, but I'm going to be like, you need to shuffle your opponent's deck, you know.
So he's nugged him a bunch of times already.
Yeah, he's just Q.
What's he gonna do? He's tapped out, right? Clear your blocker, and then how big's the Haven Goal Lich? 3 power right now?
Yeah, I think it's a 3/5 is his power and toughness.
9, so 4 down, 5. That's. Boy, can he? Well, he has to clear the Solemn, right?
I think I saw an Elishnorn in Alex's hand too, but I think that guy's a little too late. Shan's like, yeah, my Perilous Mirror can die. That's cool. I'm okay with this.
Oh, he's leaving back the.
He's leaving back the Lich.
Wait, put him to. I'm confused. Oh, he just nugged him.
Yeah, he didn't.
He didn't clear
he didn't take out the
attack.
Solemns.
Okay.
So Alex has Elishnorn, Rampant Growth, and I think one other card in his hand, looks like.
Elishnorn's not enough, though, is it?
No, I don't think so. Because even if he drops Elishnorn, the Lich still survives, and he just untaps and just shoots him. So, Heartless Summoning takes game 1.
Do you think Alex knew that he wasn't getting any tokens off of his timely? I've definitely played timelys that did not work the way I thought they were going to work. Once I was like, oh yeah, this should work. And I'm like, Snapcaster Mage timely reinforcements. And I'm like, oh wait, I now have.
Well, he needed to gain the 6th life anyways, because if he didn't, he was dead next turn. So gaining the 6th life there put him out of death range, but
it's actually kind of sad. You like 3 mana. And a card to gain 6 life, and they're just like, I'm just gonna tap some and mirror you.
Pew pew pew.
So he has the strategic 1 Perilous Mirror to hit that combo.
So good. I like it. I like it a lot. Ali Antrazi would be proud.
Yeah.
So looking at the sideboards, does Alex have anything for Heartless Summoning?
Celestial Purge, Ray of Revelation. I actually think Day of Judgment's probably okay.
I think so too. Like, I mean, a Day of Judgment there would have done really well for Alex. He would have gotten that Lich out of the way, and, maybe I didn't see what was in Shan's hand, but, I mean...
we didn't have to, because he only needed 2 cards to win.
Sure, but if, the Lich, if he had, Alex had dealt with the Lich,
we don't know what would happen, sure.
What he could have had.
Autumn's Veil, I mean, I don't know if Autumn's Veil, because Shan doesn't actually have counter spells, and... I mean, what did he do? He shot 1 go for the throat at a token.
Yeah,
it's like, whatever.
I maybe could see him bringing in the Ratchet Bombs to take care of.
I can see Ratchet.
Heartless Summoning.
I think I could see him bringing Ratchet Bomb, Celestial Purge, and Ray of Revelation, which is a total of 6 cards. Timely stinks. I would take that out.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. Is Gideon? The thing is, I look at Alex's deck, and he has all these expensive cards that he has to play in his own turn that seem just much worse than the cards that Shan has that are also expensive. So I think it's hard to say, he kind of has to hit a Primeval Titan and then go over the top.
I'm not sure how I feel about Gideon. I think Gideon might not be good enough.
Yeah, he got comboed out by by a Lich. Gideon's irrelevant. I think Garrick's okay. I mean, I don't know. He at least draws cards. Elshnorn actually is not that good. I think because Zishan's guys all live through an Elshnorn, right?
Well, the ones he wants to live through Elshnorn, because I mean, if he's got Heartless summoning out, he's gonna want his creatures to die.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair
You know, I
enough.
mean, I'm pretty sure he'd be fine with his Perilous Mirror not living. And his Solemn's like, sure, I'll ramp and draw a card. Like, let's do this. So I don't know. Like,
Ooh, Mimic Vat. How about that? Is that a good card? That's in Zishan's deck.
ooh, that might be pretty good.
It's kind of exciting. I never understand how when Mimic Vat's good. I just always when my opponent plays, I always get scared.
I
So
know.
I'm
You're like,
so
what am I?
Is this very good?
I need to kill this. I mean, if he were to bring in the Mimic Bat against Alex, Alex's only real answer
O-Ring.
to it. Yeah, O-Ring. I mean, he's got Ancient Grudge in his sideboard, but I
Not
doubt
gonna
he's
bring it
bringing
in,
that in. So hopefully we get to see some Mimic Bat shenanigans. That would be fun.
I think Spellscout's actually pretty good because you can make it so your opponent can never use his Wolf Run the way he wants. So like they're like, oh, Wolf Run, and you're like, oh, I'll make my Spellscout like +6 or whatever. You made your guy block your guy.
Yeah.
Like, so.
But I don't think Alex actually played a Wolf Run. I mean,
he got his green-white deck summoned a mountain off of the last
Oh,
Solemn
fair enough.
and he had an Inkmoth Nexus. Like,
yeah, that's
I
kind
mean-
of a telltale signs.
like when you hear the hooves, you're like, oh, I bet zebras are coming. No, I mean like it's horses.
Oh, pandas, they're obviously coming.
Yeah, so, I mean, maybe Zishan doesn't pay attention to the metagame. I don't know, but somebody's got
I'm
like.
sure if he's at the top tables, he
Yeah.
probably is.
But he's got like a rampant growth type guy, a mountain, and an Inkmoth Nexus. I'd be very surprised if there was not a Wolf Run somewhere.
So yeah, I think Zishan should bring in the Spellskites. Maybe that would be kind of sweet. I think that's just
It's just sauce. I don't know.
I think that might be just Mike and I trying to, get fancy over here.
Go for the Throat and Doomblade are actually superb. Like he can actually just run Alex out of guys. I think.
Yeah.
Like he has like 7 actual big guys and Thrun. You just kill them. I think that's a possible strategy.
So looks like Alex has got a Gideon. He left that guy in. He's got a Razor Verge Thicket, and he keeps shuffling those 2 over.
Razor Verge Thicket's such a dangerous name. You're like Razor Verge
It's
Thicket.
green-white. I think that's a plains there.
Green and white are like the 2 nicest colors. They're like actually the color of panda bears. Where do pandas live? In the trees. Like, what do they eat? Grass from the plains.
So Zishan.
Razor Verge Thicket. You are grass. You are tasty, and I climb you, and you protect me from predators at night. That's what you are. No, I'm a very dangerous land. No.
Actually, panda bears are pretty dangerous. If you go to YouTube and type in panda bear zoo attack,
Yeah, I bet if I typed in anything zoo attack, I might see something that I mean, like, whose idea was it to let killer whales like be in like shows and shows? The same killer whale has killed 7 people, still works at SeaWorld. Literal 7 people. Just ship them off to a different park. I read this crazy article. It's like on Cracked. It was like 10 homicidal maniacs that happened to be animals, and like one of them was like literal this
Shamu?
Yeah, it was Shamu that was like killed its trainer, killed somebody in the front row once.
Jeez. All right, so Zishan keeps his 6. Alex leads with the spears.
Heartless?
And yep.
Yep. Ooh, it's a
So
race.
heartless. So
Heartless gets you up fast.
it does.
Solemn? Thrun.
Yep.
Solemn.
Sad bot.
Why do you call it Sad Bot?
He's a solemn simulacrum. In
Oh.
the original picture from Mirrodin, he's got a tear.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't pay attention to the aesthetics of the cards.
Oh. He's so solemn. He's so sad.
I used to not draft black and red because I thought the art was ugly, though. So, so like, once I showed this draft deck I liked to Bob Maher, it was like a bunch of green bears and stuff. I'm like, this deck's awesome. He's like, This deck's terrible. It's not black and red. And I'm like, I don't draft those colors. He's like, have you ever seen them? I'm like, yeah, I think they're ugly. I don't want to play them. Oh, I bet yours it. Come on. Big girl.
Ooh, there's Elishnorn.
6 powers. No.
And
Gideon.
All your dudes got to attack. Z-Shan's like, K.
Well, I mean, 8 in next turn's not nothing.
Yeah, that's... Well, no, because next turn, if he plays a land, he drops Elishnorn, and then it's a bunch of...
Frost Titan.
Titan.
Oh, can he lock down Gideon?
Yeah, I think he can.
Lock down Gideon. I think that's what he has to do.
So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Frost Titan targets a permanent. So...
Oh, he's not locked down Mountain, it looks like.
He locks down Forest.
Forest? Why would you lock down Forest instead of Razor Verge Thicket? Why ask why, I guess.
Might have seemed like a good target, isn't he?
Elishnorn.
So another spear and an Elishnorn and something else, I'm sure. So do you trade Gideon with Frost Titan here?
It's not much of a trade. Frost Titan is both smaller than Gideon, and Gideon can't be killed by damage.
Oh, that's right, because of Heartless Summoning.
Well, I mean, also Gideon can't be killed by damage. Right? Isn't he?
Right, yeah, you do. What do these cards do? I don't know.
Ooh, a Wrath.
And...
We just need one more player to...
Yeah, I think that was much better. So there's Wolf Run. And... Celestial Purge.
Ooh. Alex came to play.
Yes.
It's going to be Game Boys in a second, I think. Because there's a Wolf Run, right?
Yep.
I mean, I guess Gideon just dies to Doomblade, so let's find out. I know that from Doomblade Guy. Doomblade Guy said, Gideon just dies to Doomblade. I don't recognize this person.
So... I can't tell if he's got that in his hand.
What?
A Doomblade or a Go for the
He's
Throat.
got some. I mean, he has to. He didn't make any proactive play.
He could just have Stone Cold nothing.
You think? No, he just pondered. He's got something. Norn.
Elishnorn.
Yep. Resolver. Doomblade the Gideon,
I like how
please.
the cards that we said were probably not that great.
We're all on his deck.
The cards that are winning him the game right now. Well, I mean, those cards can win the games by themselves. Like if Z-Shan
has nothing.
Yeah, if he has nothing, which he's kind of seems like he has.
Here? He needs some kind of something to win here. He's at 4 life. So either of those guys is lethal. Oh, so...
Haven Golich, pass the turn.
Well, he can't... He can Tragic Slip to stay alive, I think. Right?
Well,
He blocks Gideon and then Tragic Slips Elishnorn. He won't die. Oh no, there's a Wolf Run in play, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
He's just dead.
Tragic Slip. Wolf Run you.
Elishnorn's like, oh, it's a banana peel. Every time I see the card, that's all I can think about, banana peels.
You should tell Klug Alters. You should make 100 of those.
Dude, did you see his checklist card that was Delver of Secrets?
No. Is it good?
It was amazing. Like, it was a checklist card, and it was like, arted around where you could all you could see was a Delver of Secrets, and he was like the guy was like holding up the little insect right by it. It was so cool.
Is he doing the play we just said?
Yep. Wolf running. So game 3.
This is exciting. I like it when a player wins one game and another player wins another game. You get 3
the
games.
decider.
Yeah. They're so not happy. I mean, like, if I'm in this spot, like, playing Magic the Gathering, still in contention deep in the day, I might crack a smile.
Well,
might.
It's, it's a serious thing. Like, you're nervous and,
Playing Magic cards.
So
How serious can it be?
Playing for lots of money.
Lots?
We give away thousands of dollars.
In aggregate. Not to any one person.
No, first place.
The Invitational Chain. Well, yeah, first place does quite well. They are under the camera, though. I guess, you know.
Yeah, well.
I actually like it the best.
You
when
can
I'm
see
under
Jerry in the background looking, you know, ravishing in his blue
Will
dress.
the following players please head over in front of the dealer?
I'm just saying, like, when I'm under the camera, I'm happy. Like, even if I'm not winning, just.
Well, I think you're generally a happy person.
That's true. I am.
I'm the same way. Like, I'm always smiling and laughing and you know, being goofy. So
It's way more fun than being sad all the
I
time.
know.
People
I
who
like
are
being
sad
happy.
all the time don't make
It's
any
fun.
sense to me.
Life is great.
Look at Jerry. He's probably crushing this guy, and he's like sad, and he's got a flower in his hair.
I know. He looks so stunning. That's actually my dress.
Yeah.
He came over the other day and he's like, I need a dress. And I'm like, oh, let me dig through my old clothes. We found one. It looks pretty nice
He's
on.
so well accompanimented, you know? Like, he's got, like, his earring. How do you get these earrings? He's not piercing ears.
No, they're clip-ons. Although Brad's earrings were real. Like, apparently he had pierced his ears a long time ago and he was wearing actual earrings.
Oh, he just, like, reopened?
I guess they were still open.
Really?
So, like, the piercings are still good. I don't know.
Some
It's funny,
things.
though. I thought it was kind of hilarious. Like, you know, it's a fun joke, and I know there's been other people who are, you know, don't think it's that funny, but
Why? They're lame?
No, well, you know, some like not everybody has the same sense of humor, you know.
Yeah, but no, they're not hurting anybody.
No, I mean, I don't. Like I said, I don't.
You
I think
provided a
it's
dress.
funny. I know. I think it's funny. Like when I was in junior high school, the high school part of my junior high, they ran a Mr. Homecoming contest.
Oh yeah.
And I have two older brothers, and my oldest brother took first place, and my middle brother took first runner up.
So what's Mr. Homecoming?
It's like a you know, the beauty pageant, but for dudes. But
like,
they dress in, they wear dresses, and like we had like a talent portion, and like it was hilarious.
Was it for like charity or just for kicks?
It was to help raise money for the sports program.
I think that's cool.
So you know, and it was funny, and everybody had a good laugh, and you know, it's just comedy. So and I can understand
They
how
get
some
lots
people
of
don't find
attention.
that
I'm
funny.
sure they just want to have the attention too.
I don't think it's about that at all.
Hey guys, we're gonna dress up as dresses and take pictures of us and put it on the internet. I'm Jerry. I'm Brad. Don't I look so pretty?
It's like when I saw Brad earlier today, I was like, Brad, you probably did this for the attention. You probably like meant to lose that you know second match just so you could have all the attention. He's like, I don't know what you mean.
Right now, Brad's like rubbing his fingers together like the insectile aberration. He's like, you don't know how many girls have called me up and been like, oh, you're so in touch with your feminine side. It's like, victory.
All right, so game 3 has begun.
Shan on the play. Shan, sorry, on the play.
There.
He plays a black.
He's got tragic slip in hand for that Birds of Paradise that Alex doesn't have.
Heartless Summoning. It wouldn't be a game without Heartless Summoning.
Oh, and the Spell Skite.
Lockdown.
Ooh, that's a pretty good opener for Zishan. And Celestial Purge goes away.
Well, at least
Yeah.
Alex didn't do anything, right? He just used his turn killing a...
Yeah.
Ooh,
There's
Mimic
a
Bat! Ooh! All this sauce this game. I don't even know what's going to happen. Oh, actually, I do know what's going to happen. I bet a Primeval Titan's going to get under there at some point.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, boy.
That
This
is
is
gonna
going to
be
be very
nuts.
exciting. Alex is like, what just happened here?
I know. I would be scared. I'm like, Mimic Bat. Ooh.
This game is already out of control. I'm just going to make a deck of all Spellskites and
Spell Skites.
Mimic Bats. And whatever happens, happens, you know? We'll leave it in Vegas.
That's funny.
Spellskite, Mimic Bat.
So,
That's it.
Alex responds to Mimic Bat with Rabbit Growth. Goes and gets a mountain. And
Zishan's like, I'm not playing anything. Let's go.
Let's do this. So, looks like...
So what happens if you, like, kill a Inkmoth Nexus? Does it go underneath the Mimic Bat?
Like a...
Yeah, like an Inkmoth Nexus.
Animated
yeah,
Inkmoth
they
Nexus?
attack you, and then you, like, tragic slip it.
Ooh, well, let's...
What happens there?
See, as a judge, I always read the card, because I know what the card does, but I don't want to assume I do, because they could always have crazy... So, Mimic Bat, whenever a non-token creature dies, you may exile that card. If you do, return each other card exiled with Mimic Bat to its owner's graveyard, and you can put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of the exiled card. So you would get an Inkmoth Nexus, an unanimated Inkmoth Nexus.
Oh, an unanimated?
Yes.
So is it now? Oh, but it's not sick, right?
No, it does. It does have haste.
That's cool. All right, I don't know. Oh, so this Spellskite's just hanging out, right? He's hanging out with the with the Solemn. Like the Solemn is gonna. This might actually be a bloodbath. So let's see what happens. The Solemn tries to get in. Spellskite blocks. He's gonna level up the Solemn with Kessig Wolfrun, and let's see what happens next.
He does not block. Looks like
he's gotta block. Yep.
Oh, okay, he does. Oh, he put his hand out, so I thought he was not
I think
blocking,
Alex might not know what happens here. He's gonna use the Kessig Wolfrun.
Oh wow.
Sorry, that's not how it works.
Oh,
okay.
See, it's a little bit harder on us though, because we can't quite hear what they're saying, so we have to kind of go by what.
Well, when he started tapping the red,
Yeah,
I was like,
course,
oh.
he even picked up the mountain and like moved it over with his wolf, so it kind of looked like it, but so no Wolfrun shenanigans, just to get in.
Kill that Solemn and start Solemning up. He's got to have a Doomblade by now.
He might have Go for the Throats.
Oh, that's true. His main deck Go for the Throats too.
It's two.
And one side, 2 Doomblades.
So Heartless Summoning.
Summoning.
And go. Leaves up 3 mana though. He's ready. Oh yeah, that Spellskite's got to attack Gideon.
Now he's gonna be dead. Maybe. I wish Spellskite were just a wall. Wouldn't have this problem.
Let's see, with Gideon and Solemn, that's 8. 12 if he doesn't redirect the Spellskite. The Wolfrun.
Oh, very bad.
Oh.
Very, very bad. Sorry, this is. I think that this world might be done for Zishan. Tarn is not an easy one to get around. Or Zishan was like, I felt so clever with my Mimic Bat.
I mean, he had a really good opening. He's like turn 2, Heartless Spellskite, and
then a Mimic Bat follow up. And Alex has never played anything that would make the Mimic Bat insane.
But I mean, Zishan, he's been stuck on 5 mana, and he just landed that second Heartless summoning. So I mean, he hasn't really had a chance to be explosive. I mean, Alex has had all the mana, so he's been able to, just play all his big cards.
Well, what's he doing? Is he killing it with Gideon or killing it with? Because with Gideon it goes under.
I think he took down his Karn and tapped the Spellskite.
No, his Karn is getting the Heartless.
I see.
I think he killed it with Gideon, so it went underneath.
So it went on the Mimic Bat.
So, I mean, for sure he's just gonna randomly block this Solemn Simulacrum, right? Alex is all tapped out, and there's not much reason not to use the Mimic Bat, is there?
Yeah. Well, he might have like a removal spell. Can't quite see what's in his hand there. Is that it? Ooh, I think that is a tragic slip in his hand.
Yep, the Vat. Take 1 poison. This game is actually a lot less close than the life totals are.
Yeah.
I love
Spellskite
Karn so
goes
much.
away. It's a bit of a headache for judges, though.
Why?
We get a lot of rules questions about Karn.
Because he's so awesome.
Well, he is pretty awesome. For sure. But he has a lot of tricky interactions with his ultimate ability. So.
You restart the game, right?
Right.
But so what are the questions?
Well, a lot of players don't know with Karn, the player who activated Karn's ultimate ability is on the play.
Oh, nice.
Consecrated Sphinx does not see the 7 cards each player draws to their opening hand because that was a pregame procedure.
Okay.
Trying to think of what else.
That's cool. I would never thought of some of those things.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I never thought about who goes first with Karn because every time I've just used it, my opponent concedes.
I just scoop. No, yeah, it's.
Do you have like 6 planeswalkers in play at the start of the game? Yeah, I got it. We're probably not gonna win this one.
You got this one.
Has anyone ever lost a game like other than like procedurals, like drew an extra card or something after they've restarted with Karn?
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Hard
happen.
to believe that somebody would lose.
Oh, and the creature that comes any creatures that were exiled by Karn, they are not summoning sick.
They are not summoning.
They are not
sick?
summoning sick because they have been on the battlefield.
But there are a lot of things with Karn that I did not know. Wow.
And maybe some people at home will learn something new
Wow,
too.
that's
Karn
amazing.
is
You guys,
really good.
You guys all say how great Panderson here is with her Karn knowledge. I did not know any of these things. But I guess you don't have to know how awesome your board position is with Karn if your opponent doesn't even play his first turn.
Yes.
So yep, that was enough. Oh.
Rune Scar D. Oh.
Oh no, there's no Heartless anymore. Oh, why don't you just play it? I'm like, oh, there's no Heartless. Karn got him. This is gonna be a long and painful game, I think.
Yeah, well, I don't know how much longer it'll go on, but Hellish Norn.
Grand Cenobite.
I've seen a lot of really awesome altars with Hellish Norn.
Yeah?
Like the Phyrexian language Hellish Norn is neat.
I haven't seen any of these. So do they let you play? I heard, tell me if this is completely inaccurate. Is it the case that you're not allowed to play altars in tournaments anymore?
No, that is not the case at all.
Yeah.
They changed up the MTR language on altars.
What's MTR mean?
The Magic Tournament rules.
Okay.
So it's basically the document that tells you how to run and how to participate in tournaments. What, as a player, what you're responsible for as a judge or a TO, like the things you need to know to run a tournament, basically. And I can pull it up here. Basically, what they just kind of clarified it.
Players in standard win box number 4.
But
Your event is now ready over at the Chandra Banner.
It's not that much different from that, and it's still always up to the head judge's discretion.
So, well, at least Mimic Bat's gotten some more Spellskite blocking out.
This is true. So. Nothing spicy under the Mimic Bat, but looks like that token's gonna be.
I was just waiting for like Doom Blading the Hellish Norn, flipping it over to my team,
that would
killing
be so
the Solemn
good.
and the Inkmoth Nexus, and blocking what's his name? Gideon.
No, just gonna be a Spellskite blocking that Solemn.
You didn't block the Gideon, right? It should, right? It's going away either way.
It looked like he blocked the Solemn, but I could, he put it kind of in front of there, but he could have, just set it down and said he was blocking the Gideon, so. It did block the Gideon.
Oh, so I think he set up a slip there with a dead Spellskite. He's going to slip
tragic.
He's got to slip Elshnorn.
Of course. And then put that baby under that Mimic Vat.
Then he can get in some. Oh man, it's actually semi-brutal, right? Depending on what he has next, he can get in and smash. Oh, it's.
Ooh.
Well, he's gonna have to. Oh, but Karn can remove the Mimic Vat if he has to. Karn's at 7 counters, so well if he takes Elshnorn, smashes Karn, he'll put Karn to 3 counters, which will make it very, very annoying for Karn to deal with the Mimic Vat. And he'll take out the Solemn. I think that might be his play. Yep.
And then Spellskite goes to the graveyard. Elish Norn goes under the Mimic Vat.
So
And
Zishan's not done yet.
Yeah, and he couldn't have taken the Mimic Vat that turn. See, he took the Runescar Demon out of his hand.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is like he'll inevitably have to deal with the Mimic Vat.
Sure.
But if he smashes the Karn with the Elshnorn here, then Karn's going to be, done to take out the Mimic.
Yep.
And he's going to at least get the Solemn out of it.
So
I think. But he's not going to do it?
well, he looked like he was starting to tap 4 mana.
A lot here. I think it's important for him to get the utility out of the Elshnorn. He's not going to have a chance.
6 mana here. No? Well, even if Karn deals with a Mimic Vat, he's got the Buried Ruin to get back.
That's fair. But then he won't have the Elshnorn.
But yeah, he won't
anymore.
have Elshnorn underneath it, but...
Still needs to set it up again, so... I think he has very little choice. Shan has to attack the Karn. No?
And he just passes...
So he's going to wait for Karn to shoot at the Mimic Vat and then make Elshnorn, and then... Alex just won't activate Inkmoth Nexus.
He slides that back down into his land.
Like, yeah, shoot your Mimic Vat. All right, make an Elshnorn. Great.
Yeah. And see, now Zishan can't get back the Mimic Vat because it's underneath Karn.
I mean, you just sit pat. Alex is so far ahead right now.
Yeah.
Oh, prime time? Prime time.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Primeval Titan. I wish I could see what was in Zishan's hand. I'd like to know what he's holding on to.
It's probably Massacre Worm. I'm just making that up. Yep. You have to attack me. We might see the end of the game soon.
And bye-bye, Elshnorn.
If I were Zishan, I would refuse to let go of the Elshnorn. But you know why? It's like there's no Mimic Vat there anymore.
Frost Titan.
Sadly, Frost Titan is he's not on good terms with Karn.
Yeah.
I mean, I really think that he had to smash Karn with the Elshnorn. Like, be more or less in the same position, but Karn would be dead now instead of taking out his Frost Titan. Right? Like, Karn's just going to lock down the Frost Titan, I think.
Yeah.
No?
I think he's going to go for that last card in his hand.
Oh, he's going to Planeswalker him, I guess. He's like, level up Gideon, maybe just attack with Nexuses.
And it's a tragic slip.
Slip seems kind of... I guess it's good against Inkmoth Nexus. Seems kind of bad in this matchup.
And there goes the handshake. So Alex takes it down.
We were wrong.
We
Zishan
were wrong.
was demolished by cards that we didn't think were that good.